Yeah, I forgot to record the audio. My bad!
Congratulations on your success in the invitational events. It might not help you in the championship standings, but it definitely helps to build your reputation.
Yeah, that was my bad. I forgot to record the the Ferrari 2004 there. But welcome along to the Season 1 finale, folks. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for Season 1 with Team Racing Point. If you did miss the last one at Brazil, well, you missed nothing because we got booted out of the championship. So it's just a two-horse race now between Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas to see who comes out on top. But you can see developments came in, so we got all that we wanted for this weekend, which means hopefully we can plan and prepare even more for what is going to come. That I can promise you. But going into this weekend, I hope we can pick up victory number 7. We may pick up victory number 7, we may not. Who knows? It's in the hands of the racing gods. So there's our developments for the aero, and there's our engine upgrade as well. So we're going to be looking at getting that major engine upgrade and those 3 major aero updates. That's a lot of resource points, but it is doable. Please be assured it's doable. We believe we can do it. We must need at least 4,000 points. Well, we're already guaranteed to get 850 off the team goal and Sergio, beating Sergio, I hope. So it's going to be close, but we're hoping. We are hoping, folks. Alright? Stay with me. And then maybe we can, but look at that, we've got an ultimate coming up. We may go for that at some point. I don't know when, but we may. So, there's all of that as it's concerned. We got the new gearbox in from Brazil, actually, so should be no problems as far as that's concerned. Well, actually, it was from America, wasn't it? I do apologise. We may go back to gearbox 3, I don't know. But let's look at the championship, and it is a 2-horse race between Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Winner first across the post wins the first championship of 2019. We are third. I think that's pretty darn good if you ask me. Then Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, Devon Butler and Lucas Weber round out your top 10 in points. And in constructors, Mercedes have romped away with it in this season, followed by Ferrari. Then we come third, a solid third. Red Bull, Haas, Renault, video finishing, McLaren and Alfa Romeo round out your point scorers. Only 5 drivers have not scored points this season. Well, 6 if you count Robert Kubica, who was let go by Williams, and that's Alex Albon, George Russell, Danny Kvyat, Lance Stroll, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Which no doubt someone will hit the button and show you all in any second now. Because they should. That's their job. There you go. Thank you. So, we are going to go and get practice around the Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi. And then we are going to go and get qualified around this circuit. And hopefully we qualify pole. I think we will. But let's see. And then on the flip side, we will see you all for the season finale at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Welcome to the Yas Island circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its short history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Island circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? They've had to change their gearbox. It's never a good start to a Grand Prix when, right off the bat, you have to contend with a grid penalty.
Well, at the end of the day, it's always better to take some pain now than parking it up halfway through the Grand Prix. Let's just hope they can put that new gearbox to good use and get the results they're looking for.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Paul completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Butler, Weber, Pierre Gasly and Perez, Leclerc, Bottas, Grosjean and Nico Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Russell, Daniel Kvyat and Norris. They've taken a grid penalty. Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll. Verstappen and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
It's been a long season, but let's try to end it on a high note.
He wants to end on a high note. I want to end on a high note as well. P2. You may have noticed Bottas has took a penalty. He did qualify P2 himself, but he took a penalty for a Schumer gearbox. So his championship challenge has only got even harder. But one stop for this. It should be an easy one stop for everybody. But the main objective, beat that silver arrow into the first corner. So let's go get it done, folks. Let's have ourselves a good end of the season. Here we go then, folks. The Season 1 finale, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in Season 1 with Racing Points. 5 red lights are out to this lights out and away we go. And it was a pretty mediocre start from us. We're going to get into second, I would hope, just in front of Devon Butler. Devon Butler, who had an absolute stormer of a session. And I mean stormer. He went in there and he kicked some ass. To be fair, he's kicked some ass in these last few races, but we'll have to see what happens with that. I think he'll end up with a good drive next season. He's sort of been poking his nose around, and he wants to come in and take something from everyone, but I don't think he will as we go down this long back straight into turn number 7 and through 8. And then round turn, well, you can call that turn 9 and 10 if you want, but I'm not calling it, as Sebastian Vettel lines up Lance Stroll. Hollywood Lance Stroll, ladies and gentlemen. And he's just lost 19th place, because Vettel will be past him before he even blinks. Well, he's not past him yet, but he is now. P19, Sebastian Vettel, who started, whoa, and we get right close to the back of Lewis. Excuse me, Lewis, how are you doing there? How'd you like your ass, Lewis? Would you like me to help you out with your ass? I will gladly. I must give a shout out to a great level gamer who appreciates the "Do you like my ass? Tell me how my ass tastes" comments. So there you go, Sean. That one was for you, my man. As we go through turn 2 and 3, absolute flat out, and now into turn 4 and 5. Lewis Hamilton, he's not getting away, but he's not getting any closer. We're going to have to try and use the superior Mercedes engine in our Force India, Racing Points, and he's going to have to use in his Mercedes. As Charles Leclerc tries to overtake the man Gasly for P6. And that's going to be job done. In before turns, not quite. Tell you what, that's Bottas there. Bottas fighting for the championship. But Leclerc gets that job done as we see the Alphas fighting each other. Giovinazzi in front of Kimi Raikkonen. Or should that be Michael Cozy Jr. and Arrow in front of Kimi Raikkonen? This is over P16, and Giovinazzi going to hold on to that for now. As we go back to Leclerc and Gasly. But it looks like Bottas is going to have a go. Gasly! Here comes Bottas! Make way for... Oh, look at that shot. That was brilliant as we see there goes Butler, Weber, Perez, Leclerc. Bottas and Gasly are still side by side. And looks like is the man Gasly going to get that job done into these fast sweepers? Yes, he is. So he's going to hold on to P7 for now. But here comes Sebastian Vettel. He's lining up. Is that Verstappen? I think it is. And that's all going to end in tears there. The Alphas are side by side. Perez, Verstappen and Vettel are side by side. this is P16, 17, 18, 19 all over one blanket. So it looks like the Alphas have sorted their fight out. Giovinazzi in front of Raikkonen, and Vettel is now, I think he's in front of Verstappen. He's not quite into the hotel section. They're still side by side. Keep it going, lads. We're looking at the wrong camera here. They're still side by side with Hollywood Lance Stroll behind them. And I think he'll get him this time. Will he? No, he won't. Verstappen's holding his ground here in that Honda-powered Red Bull as they go flying into turn 1. Look at that view of the grandstand, and Vettel does get the job done now and move him into P18 as on lap 3 Perez. Look at that. Meow. Bye-bye. He went past Weber like Weber was standing still. That's how good that was, but we had DRS enabled, that's why he went past, and here comes Bottas. Speaking of that was easy, and you might want to watch out. Here comes Grosjean. Battle of the Frenchmen for P8. And Grosjean's got the position off, what's his name? Gasly, that's his name. Here's a little DRS pass. There goes Raikkonen on Giovinazzi. Nope, not quite but the Alphas are side by side. And Raikkonen will get that position, so P16 for Kimi Raikkonen as we go back to the man Gasly, who's now about to be passed by Nico Hülkenberg. He's got DRS, but Hülkenberg's getting the toe off Grosjean side by side into turn. I haven't got a clue. Why do I even bother with the turns at Abu Dhabi? Because no one likes Abu Dhabi, for crying out loud. They're still side by side, but looks like the man Gasly's going to get that jump done and retain I believe that's P9. As we go back to Giovinazzi. He's now got Sebastian Vettel all over him. Look at that Vettel! Vettel's past Giovinazzi. He's just robbed Raikkonen. That's mugging. That's incredible. Well done to Sebastian there. That was a good pass. As we go back to Sergio. And he's about to be nyommed by Weber, I think. Yeah, look at that. That was a nyom. That's P4 back for Lucas Weber. As we go back to the man Gasly. He's in P9 now. Got Nico Hülkenberg right behind him. Danny Ricks in close attendance as well. There goes. Oh, he faked him out. But thank you very much, says Hülkenberg. And now Ricciardo wants a word. Come here, says the Aussie to his former team. I want P10. Thank you. Give it me. Gasly's going backwards and backwards very quickly. As now he's Giovinazzi about to pass Raikkonen. Yes, he is, but Verstappen's in close attendance. You might want to watch that Red Bull, because that Red Bull's going to do, well, not much. As Giovinazzi gets past Raikkonen, and that is P... Bleh. I don't know what P that is. That's P17. As Russell goes past the man Gasly for P11. No, that's for P... Yeah, that is for P11. I do apologise. I got my positions confused then for a second, but Gasly... Wow, look at this traction that the Red Bull's got over the Williams. And that's saying something, considering where we are in our season at the moment, as Verstappen gets past Raikkonen. That's going to be for P18, sorry. Where is Verstappen? There he is. He's past him, not quite. He should go around the outside and get the job done. Ooh, bang wheels there. That was a bit of a naughty contact there, and Verstappen gets the job done. P18 for the Dutchman. Meanwhile, back on lap number 5, here comes Weber with Perez again. And I'm going to predict this already. Nyom! Look at that. That was done even before the next corner came in sight, turn 7. As Hülkenberg now defends from his teammate, Rick Bobby, the Honey Badger. Rick Bobby, the Honey Badger! That sounds like a superhero, that does. And that was done even before turn 7 came into view, so that was easily done. As see, Kvyat's here now. Now, I remember you two from Brazil. You two were all over the shop. And you need to get that sorted out pretty quickly. P13 for Lando Norris. As who's that? That's Giovinazzi defending like mad from Is that Verstappen? That is Verstappen. I was starting way back at turn 4. What the hell happened to Giovinazzi? Because that's Verstappen up a place to P17. They're 3 wide. What the hell is going on? Oh, back wheels between the 2 Alphas. The Alphas split the Red Bull. And that's going to continue up to turn 11, I want to say. We'll catch up with that later as we go back to Kvyat. He's about to be passed by Robert Kubica. Oh no, sorry, that's Alex Albon. And 3 wide! It'll be with Sebastian Vettel, who gets forced off the track. That was a bit rude. Albon on his former teammate there, Danny Kvyat. And Kvyat is just took Albon to school there. Now, what did happen with these 2 Alphas and Hollywood Lance Stroll and Max Verstappen? Well, I imagine that Hollywood Lance Stroll just took Verstappen. He's about to do Giovinazzi a good one. And that is P18 for Hollywood Lance Stroll. So, fair play to that man. Now, look at pit. I think we're trying to undercut Hamilton here. See if we can get Hamilton. I'd love it if we could get Hamilton as we head down pit lane to our garage. And 22 men holding rubber. In go the medium tyres and off we go again in the Abu Dhabi dust light. And into this absolute unusual pit lane. It's the most unusual pit lane in the world because you go under the track and you come out around turn 3. So there we are. Who are we behind? We're behind Sebastian. So that's good. We didn't lose too much there. As Lucas Weber and Sergio Perez now fight for P3 on the track, not P4 because we pitted. And Weber is going to get past Perez here. Is it before turn 7 comes into view? No, it's not. Side by side into turn 7, through turn 8, he'll get the job done there. Thank you very much, says Lucas Weber, P3 for the German. As Bottas is lining up Leclerc. Bottas needs every position he can get to try and extend this championship, but he's just done Leclerc before P7. As who's that? Is that Albon? No, that's Russell and Norris for P11. GP2 on GP2, and that's Nyom. Easy as you like it down into turn 7. I saw Kvyat fighting in the background there with Alex Albon. Let's see what happens there. Here comes ourselves. This is going to be over P13, 14, 15, 16. And we're just going to absolutely fling it down the inside of the ball. What were we doing? There's an opportunist move. How do you like them apples? That was very opportunistic, if you don't mind me saying so. As that's Giovinazzi trying to pass Hollywood Lance Stroll for P18. He's got Max Verstappen in P20 lurking in the background. Lurking. That sounds like a word commentators should use a lot. Lurking. Speaking of lurking, Perez is going to go around the outside of Lucas Weber. That's going to be for P3 again. Tell you what, Butler and Weber, they're both having cracking races. And it would not surprise me in the slightest, folks, if either of them end up in a big team next season. Because they've done bits this year. Especially Devon Butler, the smug, pompous British bastard. As Ricciardo tries to go around the outside of Hulkenberg for P8. Don't think that's going to work, is it, Danny Rick? Oh, it is. He's got the job done. Fair play. Now, what happened with this? There goes Verstappen. And there goes Hollywood Lance Stroll. 3 wide into turn 11. And they're both mugged off Giovinazzi. And Verstappen has mugged off the Canadian. Thank you very much, P18. Max goes from 20 to 18 in no time. As Lando Norris is the next car for us to pass. And we're squirming around all over the place. I think we've lost leave of our traction there for a second. As we go into turn 6, the hairpin with Ferrari World on the other side of that grandstand. Look at this, though. This is textbook. We're going to line up Lando Norris and it's going to be a pass of P7. Nyom! That was easy as you like. Done and dusted before turn 7 even comes into view. Fantastic. Now, Bottas, where are you? You pitted and you came out P12 behind Hollywood Lance Stroll. Sorry, P13. Well, you're now P12 because you passed Lance Stroll like Lance Stroll was standing still. Not that you've done that before. Baku comes to mind as Max Verstappen tries to pass Kimi Raikkonen for P19. Verstappen really has struggled this race with his penalties, and hopefully he'll get back on track for next season as Lewis Hamilton comes into the pits 2 laps after us. So we're trying a 2-lap undercut here. Let's see if we get the job done. I hope we get the job done. He's into his garage of 22 men holding rubber. Onto the medium tyre goes Lewis Hamilton. Look at the shine that the medium has going down the pit lane. He goes into this unusual pit lane. Let's see if he dicks this up. No, he gets a nice tight line. Now, where are we? We're somewhere. There we are! Oh, let's go! Swoop through! Thank you very much. Have that, you pom twat. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. 2-lap undercut. And we made up all that time. Oh, I tell you what though, it's probably not going to end well. Because we're going to be side by side down to turn 7. Lewis with DRS. It's Mercedes on Mercedes down into turn 7. He gets the job done. Oh, but we're going to come back with a big break. And we'll take it back in turn 7. Lewis all over the curb into turn 8. And that's P1 for us. P2 for Lewis Hamilton as Valtteri Bottas tries to go past Sergio Perez for P5. So he's back up to P5 is the Finn. That was pre-recorded. This is live. So let's see if Perez can get back. So Devon Butler's in 3rd. Weber kept 4th. Bottas got a big jump on everyone then. Wow, he made up a lot of positions and he's held on to P5 very nicely. He needs to because he's going up the track as Sebastian Vettel. I believe that's Sebastian Vettel. Yes, it is. He's fighting with Alex Albon for P15 and that was an easy pass going into turn 11. But we like the view out here. The view out at the front here looks pretty good, I must admit. See, we're on for what, victory number 7 at this rate? 7 victories on a season. Folks, 7. Let me comprehend that. Okay, 7 victories would normally win you a championship. Russia let us down. Russia let us down big time. And I will never ever forgive Russia for what it did. When I go back there next season, hopefully with the racing points, we are going to dominate that race and dominate it badly. As Bottas and Perez resume for P5 down the long back straight. Perez is coming and Perez is going to go nyum. Thank you very much into turn 7. That's Nico Hulkenberg. He's fighting with Gasly for P9. Where's Ricciardo gone then? There's Ricciardo in the background. He's behind, I assume that's George Russell. And the man Gasly's trying the inside. I believe the inside doesn't work there, Gasly. And that's why you're back in P10 and not P9. As here is Ricciardo, the Honey Badger. He's with George Russell for P11. He's trying the inside as well. He likes a dive bomb. But I got a feeling that one's not going to work either. Yeah, I thought so. They just don't work passes on the inside into turn 7 because you're on the outside for turn 8. As Gasly tries again the outside of turn 11. Oh, I don't know. I don't like that one either. But he might get the job done, you know. Ricciardo's now back past Russell. I don't know how that's happened. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. As they're still side by side into the hotel section, and Gasly finally gets his man P9 from the man Gasly. As yeah, here we go. Look at this. Ricciardo is going to nyom him round the outside, and that is easy as you like. George Russell back to P12. Ricciardo P11. That Renault is doing bits. as we go to the front of the field on lap number 10. And here comes Hamilton! Here comes Hamilton! Here comes Hamilton! And he's being held off perfectly as we escort him to the outside of turn 7. Just a little friendly escort. Say, here's where you need to be. Don't ever try that pass again. As Bottas nyoms Perez. Nyom! That's P5 back for Bottas. As who's that? That is Norris and Russell for P12. Oh, he's down the inside. Doesn't work, Lando. Oh, but banging into his side, front, right, left tyre might work. It'll annoy him, but it might work. He'll get in this slipstream, and you watch this. Nyom. Yeah, look at the fans. They're all on their feet here as they go down into turn 11. And Lando and Norris are going to get that job done. Greatest of ease, thank you very much. P12 belongs to Lando Norris. As we go back to Sebastian Vettel with Danny Kvyat for P14. That's that superior Ferrari engine over that inferior Honda. And behind them, I think we're about to see another pass, another Nyom by Alex Albon on Max Verstappen. Here it goes. Oh, it's not quite Nyom. Tell you what, that Honda is not giving Max any grunt here, but he is through. And P16 will belong to Max Verstappen. So here we are on lap number 11 now. And it is... Still we're defending from Hamilton. And the more we defend from Hamilton, the more that I'm going to be looking in the rear view mirror and seeing a pompous British nonce-up that come through. Because that's what everyone thinks of Lucas Weber. He is a pompous British wanker. Alright here, wanker! As we would say as Perez, Nyom! Nope, doesn't quite Nyom him, but he's going to get P5. Because he's right at the inside of Bottas, and that is job done. Thank you very much. You sit back there, Valtteri. If you can't get up to the front of the field, you don't deserve to win the championship. Quite frankly, the last 3 races, you have sucked. It's like you saw Lewis Hamilton coming and you thought, oh no, I'll roll over and let's have my tummy tickled. Because that's all you seem to do, is have your tummy tickled. Why did I use that analogy? Everyone now's got Valtteri Bottas getting his tummy tickled going through their head. It's not the best of thoughts. As we start lap number 12. We still have the fastest lap of the race. As we go through turn 2, through turn 3, and now down to turn 4, 5 and 6. This lovely little complex with Ferrari World on the other side. If you go to Abu Dhabi, I've never been myself, the Yas Marina circuit, go, because it may be one of the most boring circuits around, but it's got some absolute wonderful facilities. As we head down to turn number 7 with Lewis Hamilton all over our rear wing. Oh, Lewis, tell me how my ass tastes, boy. You probably know how my ass tastes already as we go side by side into turn 7. Escort him to the outside. Oh! Bit of contact there! Oh, we're going to get the elbows out now, are we? Fine, that's how you want to play it. It's on. I will tell you now, it's on. Yeah. Smug 5-time champion of the world. Valtteri Bottas Nyom on Sergio Perez. That's P5 for the Finn. At least he knows how to pass a Force India cleanly. As George Russell starts defending with Sebastian Vettel. Nyom. That's P13 for Sebastian. Will Verstappen get Kvyat? It's Honda on Honda violence. Toro Rosso on Red Bull. Doesn't look like he's going to get a Nyom, but it's going to be side by side into turn 7. And if he stays there, he should get turn 8 traction. Yes, he does. And he's going to... tell you what. Yeah, that's going to be job done. P15 belongs to Max Verstappen. Meanwhile, we're on lap number 13. We did not take too kindly to what Mr. Hamilton did there. And we're going to let him know about that eventually. Trust me, folks, we're going to let him know about that. He's going to get what is known as a receipt. And when he gets that receipt coming, I can assure you it will not be for lack of trying. But we are going to make sure that he pays for that. And next year I will make sure that he does a few other things at the same time. As we go into turn 7, back to Valtteri Bottas. Will he be defending from Sergio, or will he be attacking Lucas? Looks like the defend from Sergio. He's got no DRS to even attempt it. To the outside, Sergio Perez. And that should be P5 back to Sergio. I say should be. It is. Thank you. Job done. As we go to the two Renaults, who we haven't seen for a while. That's Hulkenberg and Ricciardo for P9. And Ricciardo's just nyommed him. Nyom! That was pretty easy there. Looked a bit formation, if you ask me, as we go to... Who is that? That is Russell and Verstappen. Now, come on, Max. You should know... Oh, big lock-up, actually. That'll help you out, actually, because George Russell gave it the two-tyre lock-up down into turn 7. That looked spectacular on the camera, and it certainly did. As oh, look at... who's that? Kvyat! Kvyat's having a go at Verstappen! That's a bit naughty. It's a bit naughty and uncalled for. He's going to get the job done, though. Whereas Max was 5 of P14, he's now lost P15 to Kvyat. That was very naughty of that man. As back to Perez and Bottas, and well, Nyom, not quite. As side by side into turn 11 through turn 12 and 13, the chicane, and Perez should just hang him. Hang him out to dry. There you go, through turn 14, got him. Thank you. Excellent, so we're on the last lap now. And I tell you what, Devon Butler's been getting close. This fight between myself and Hamilton's been getting personal. And it's been getting so personal that here comes Mr. Smugface. You want to keep that guy behind you. He will definitely ruin someone's race, and that's a fact. Go check out Ara's video at Brazil and watch him ruin someone's race. As Bottas gets right to the side of Perez, and that's almost Nyom, but it's going to be P5. It's not going to matter because he's about to lose the championship to Lewis Hamilton, and to be fair, Hamilton's been the better out of the two, if you ask me. As Kvyat and Verstappen get to grips with P15, will Verstappen go? He's going the inside. The inside doesn't work, Max. Come on, you're better than that. And that's why P15 will retain with Valtteri Bottas. Here's Hollywood Lance Stroll. We haven't seen a lot of him this race. He's going to have a go at Kimi Raikkonen. And everyone say it with me. Nyom! Double lock up there from the pair of them as we come back to ourselves in Hamilton. I think Hamilton wants P1 badly. He wants to win the championship in style. Well, he's not having it. He's not having it. Oh, a bit of contact between us both. That's there's your receipt from earlier. Here comes Mr. Smugface as well. You want to get him out of the equation as Kvyat has Verstappen and Albon behind him. Will they be free wide almost into turn 11? No, they won't. Side by side will go the Red Bull and the Toro Rosso. And that's going to be Verstappen running outside. If he gets the traction down, it won't be. Come on, guys, sort it out. And I think they have, and Kvyat's gone past. And look at this, it's got really close here. Tell you what, there's a piece of paper covering the top 3 here. Hamilton wants by. He ain't getting by. Oh, we got very wide, very deep. We've lost the lead. Butler's going to have a go. Yeah, you can hold that. Take that, you prick. Have some of that as we win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
We've had a very strong season this year. Very strong indeed.
7.
Well done. And thank you
7 of them,
for a
folks.
fantastic effort.
That's what I'm talking about. And now we're going to watch Hamilton fucking do donuts.
And a new World Drivers' Champion is declared.
You didn't know how to do donuts right. Wait till I'm world champion, you'll see proper donuts. I've got NASCAR thing there. How are we doing, Otmar? Did we appreciate that one? I appreciate that one. Hamilton got everything coming to him that he should have done. I think Devon Butler finished 2nd as well. Yeah, he did. Hamilton finished 3rd. Devon Butler's in 2nd here. It won't surprise me, I'll tell you now. Devon Butler's going to be in a big team next season. You mark my words. There's a promise from me and you today.
So let's review the updated driver standings. We also crown a new champion today, as their lead at the top is now an insurmountable one. What a great year it's been for Formula One. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Devon Butler, hasn't it? Confident, aggressive. You could see how hungry he was for every position he took today.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Yeah, well, it is Devon Butler, driver of the day, and he did finish P2. Look at that, a British 1, 2, 3. Myself from Devon Butler, Lewis Hamilton. Oh, that was a great finish to the race. I appreciate that finish. I hope you all appreciate that as well. Let's just get 10 likes just for that finish, because I think it deserves it. Lucas Weber finishing P4. See the GP2 guys, we've come through. We've took over. Valtteri put up a good challenge, but at the end P5 doesn't help him out, unfortunately. Sergio with a 6th place finish, good to finish the season. Then Leclerc, Grosjean, Gasly and Ricciardo, the top 10. I don't think anyone DNF, no, but Giovinazzi finished last. Oh well, for the final time, we better go and see Claire, see what she has to say.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Do you think that your close rivalry has helped?
I think me and Sergio, we've had a fantastic fight all season. I think he's learned the way. He pushes us both.
You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge?
Fuck
some
you.
corners?
No comment. Fuck you.
Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah, fuck off. Stupid Bint asking me all sorts of questions like that. She needs to get her head sorted. But let's see what we end up with at the end of this season. Come on, be good. Be good, be lucky. There's the bonus. End of season bonus 1442. Rivalry 1. 2691. 3600. Gonna be close. Gonna be close. Oh well, Emma. No doubt what you want.
Nice job this season. You've been performing well, and that's putting us in a strong negotiating position contract-wise. Plus, my 10%'s getting more valuable.
Are you still on about your
Enjoy your
10%
break.
from F1
Keep up the good work
2017?
next year.
I've got your 10%.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved.
I've got
We were sweating those last few laps.
Actually,
on
let's
the
not
pit
go
wall.
that way.
You brought it home.
Thanks, Jeff. I suppose we better start a contract negotiation, hadn't we? We're going to be honest. We're staying with Team Racing Point because we've enjoyed it really. So we'll get level 3 on everything because I think we've deserved level 3 on everything. As far as quali and race, you want 5-7. Let's go 4-4. Because I honestly easily think we can be the 4th best team in the world. Sorry, the
All right.
2nd best team on the grid.
All that's left
And
is
that
to
negotiation
sign
was
up.
successful. We even
We'll
went
be on this meeting from
4-5,
the next
so
race weekend.
that's useful to know. We've only got to get to 5th place, really. Qualify 4th, and 5th should be easy. So, we're going to select a rival for next season straight away, and you know what? Shall we go big? Let's go big. Lewis Hamilton. Hello, Lewis. Right. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get enough to buy the big upgrades that we want. So, I'm definitely going to buy that. Because we're going to need that, specifically for Bahrain. It's all a case of what do we need over here. So we could definitely purchase 2 of the ultimate updates. Now, what else can we do? Can we get a little one? Can we get a little one? Oh, we're 4 points shy of a little one. That's unlucky. It's unlucky, that. Then 4 points for not having a clean race. I blame Lewis Hamilton for that. But yeah, it would have been nice to get that. But we haven't. But we're going to come up with some big stuff for the first race of the season. And then we're going to start working on that chassis. And we're going to get that chassis. Because look at that, we're the worst chassis on the grid. Everyone else has been developing. And we're still down at the bottom. It's incredible. So that's all coming in for Australia, we hope. There's the performance update. We are the third best team on the grid behind Haas and McLaren. And not a bad first season, I must say. 330 points. Let's have a look at the trophies. 7 wins, 2 seconds, 6 thirds. Always in the points apart from Russia. But Russia is something we're not going to talk about. It's going to be press clippings to end the season. What changed? Found my feet, yeah. They looked in control of the car. They're absolutely thrilled. Close rivalry, and the most important thing is F1 make sure the fans, yeah, he's talking about the fans good. Should be proud. Excuse me. He did have a good strategy. He had a fantastic finish. Wouldn't it be surprising to see him in a big car for next season? Or will he stay with Haas considering they're the second best team? There's a question. Because we should get some driver transfers at the end of this season for next season. So let's see how that all works out. So guys, let's get 10 likes for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Season 1 of F1 to be 2019. And Season 2 is going to be just as competitive. So subscribe for more daily F1 2019, Snooker 19, WRC 7, as well as other live streams available throughout the week. When they become available, you can hit the notification bell. And until we see you again for Season 2, take care everyone. Thank you very much so much for watching. Ta-ta for now.